Side hustles are everywhere right now, from Uber driving to Etsy shops to freelance design work. But here's the shocker: that $500 payout you just got might only leave you with around $300 once the IRS, state, and platform fees get their cut. In today's video, I'll walk you through the hidden costs of side hustles in 2025, what really matters, what can trip you up, and how to avoid losing more than you make. Let's start with the new IRS reporting rules. For 2025, payment platforms like PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Etsy, or Uber must issue you a 1099-K if your transactions exceed just $2,500. Next year, in 2026, that threshold drops all the way down to $600. That means the IRS is going to know about almost every side hustle dollar you earn. Even if you thought you were under the radar, that era is over. We did a full breakdown of the 1099-K changes. I'll link that in the card above and the description below. Most people are surprised by the self-employment tax. Unlike a W-2 paycheck where your employer splits the Social Security and Medicare taxes with you, as a side hustler, you're paying both halves. That's a flat 15.3% on top of your regular income tax. So if you clear $1,000 on your side hustle, you owe about $153 just in self-employment tax. Add in federal and state income taxes, and you can see how fast that $1,000 shrinks. Stick to the end of this video, and you will get a pro tip on how to reduce that self-employment tax by switching your entity type. Or watch this video I linked in the card above and the description below. Then there are the fees. Marketplaces and gig platforms take their share before you even see the money. Etsy can take 15 to 20% of a sale when you include transaction, listing, and optional ad fees. Food delivery apps take 15 to 30% in service charges. And even payment processors like PayPal skim around 3% per transaction. These costs aren't taxes, but they definitely reduce your take home. On top of federal obligations, states want their share too. California, New York, and New Jersey are particularly aggressive about side hustle income. Some states even have city-level taxes. New York City is one of them. A New Yorker with $20,000 of side profit could owe around $600 to $775 just in NYC tax, plus state tax, plus SE tax. Many hustlers forget this until they get a surprise bill. If you're in a high-tax state, your side hustle may cost you more than you realize. If your side hustle generates enough profit that you owe more than $1,000 in taxes, the IRS expects you to make quarterly estimated payments. That means instead of waiting until April, you'll need to send money in September, January, April, and June. Miss a deadline or underpay it, and you'll face penalties and interest. If you underpay estimates, the IRS charges interest, not a flat late fee. For the third quarter of 2025, the rate is 7% per year, compounded daily. Example: short $3,000 for 90 days means about $52 interest. If you still owe after April 15th, the failure to pay penalty adds 0.5% per month up to 25%. Set up an installment plan and it drops to 0.25% per month. Ignore a levy notice and it can jump to 1% per month. File late and the failure to file penalty is 5% per month up to 25%, with a minimum $510 if you're more than 60 days late for 2025 returns. Filing on time, even if you can't pay, usually saves you the biggest penalty. Want to make sure you're safe harboring your estimated taxes? Watch the video in the card and description for step-by-step guidance. Here's a hidden cost that doesn't get enough attention. Your side hustle can reduce benefits you rely on. Extra income can push you into a higher repayment bracket for student loans, lower your ACA health insurance subsidies, or shrink refundable tax credits like the child tax credit. So while your side hustle brings in cash, it may also raise your costs elsewhere. Let's look at an example. Say you drive for Uber and make $1,000 in fares for the month. After Uber's fees, you're down to around $750. Deduct another $150 for gas and maintenance, leaving $600. Once self-employment and income taxes hit, you might keep only $400. That's less than half of what you started with. Or take an Etsy seller. $500 in sales might look not bad as a side hustle money, but Etsy fees take $100, leaving $400. Supplies cost $50, leaving $350. Then taxes, self-employment plus income taxes reduce it further, leaving you with just about $250 in your pocket. The good news? You can write off legitimate business expenses. If you work from home, a home office deduction may apply. Mileage logs for driving, your cell phone and internet, business supplies, even software subscriptions can all reduce taxable income. Meals are 50% deductible if tied to business discussions. The key is good record keeping. The IRS distinguishes between hobbies and businesses. To be a business, you must show a genuine intent to make a profit. If you report losses year after year, the IRS may reclassify your side hustle as a hobby. Hobbies can't deduct expenses beyond income. So make sure you treat your hustle like a business if you want those deductions. Finally, if your side hustle is growing, consider formalizing. An LLC can give you liability protection. Once you're earning consistently, an S-Corp election may help you save on self-employment tax. And don't underestimate the value of outsourcing bookkeeping and tax prep, and it can free you up to focus on growth. Side hustles can be amazing. They provide flexibility, creativity, and extra income. But they come with hidden costs that can quickly erode your profits. Don't get caught off guard. Plan your deductions, track your expenses, and budget for taxes. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button. It really supports the channel. Thanks for watching.